Welcome to my channel. A missile fragment fell and exploded in Doha, Qatar, as Iran continues striking U.S. assets across the Gulf, targeting multiple military bases. Smoke was seen over industrial areas of Qatar's capital. Strikes have also hit Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Iran confirmed that its forces launched ballistic missile attacks on multiple U.S. military installations across the Gulf, hitting both declared military targets and civilian infrastructure. This is not a conventional retaliatory strike. It's a pre-programmed military campaign executing itself without top-level command. Within hours of Operation Epic Fury, Iran's missile and drone forces launched attacks simultaneously across 11 targets in 11 countries: Israel, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, Cyprus, Oman, and even a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Key events and impacts. U.S. Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain struck, with smoke rising from the perimeter and a Shahid drone hitting a nearby residential tower. This command center oversees naval operations across 2.5 million square miles, including the Arabian Gulf, Red Sea, Gulf of Oman, and parts of the Indian Ocean. The strike significantly degrades command coordination while operations continue. Dubai International Airport, the world's busiest, suspended all flights after being hit. Abu Dhabi and Kuwait airports were also struck, causing casualties and structural damage. Flights and logistics have been paralyzed in the region, affecting millions of passengers and international supply chains. Jebel Ali Port, a major container hub in Dubai, suffered missile damage, showing Iran's intent to disrupt logistics supporting Gulf-based military operations. Shipping delays, container backlogs, and fuel supply interruptions are expected. Iran struck for U.S. military bases directly: Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, Ali Al Salem in Kuwait, Al Dhafra in the UAE, and Fifth Fleet HQ in Bahrain, demonstrating a calculated effort to degrade regional military coordination. The operational logic is clear: deny the logistical and command infrastructure supporting U.S. operations. Airfields, ports, and supply chains critical to sustaining high-tempo military operations are deliberately targeted. By striking civilian and dual-use infrastructure alongside military installations, Iran is demonstrating a total operational denial strategy across the Gulf theater. Other highlights: Jordan intercepted 54 drones and 2 ballistic missiles, though debris caused material damage. Iraq saw explosions near Erbil International Airport following drone attacks by Iran-aligned militia forces. Saudi Arabia intercepted strikes targeting Riyadh and the eastern oil provinces, underscored Iran's focus on both military and economic pressure points. Cyprus. RAF Akrotiri, a NATO base hosting US U-2 reconnaissance aircraft, was targeted, expanding the conflict geometry and potentially triggering NATO obligations. Strait of Hormuz. A tanker was attacked, 4 crew members injured, and Iranian forces issued closure warnings to commercial shipping. This threatens 20% of global seaborne oil supply, immediately spiking international oil prices and creating a global energy crisis. Oman's maritime security centers confirmed attacks on port infrastructure, showing Iran's intent to disrupt the flow of both commercial and military logistics through the Gulf of Oman. Air defense performance. 282 missiles and 833 drones intercepted by Gulf states in the first wave alone. Iran reportedly has 700 ballistic missiles remaining after day 1, meaning sustained attacks could continue for roughly 12 more days at current tempo. Interceptor stocks in Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE will be heavily strained as the barrage continues. Complex salvo launches often require 2 to 3 interceptors per missile to guarantee a kill, highlighting the immense pressure on Gulf air defense systems. The strategic takeaway: Iran's actions demonstrate a doctrine-driven military campaign capable of operating without central command or civilian authorization. The targeting of military, dual-use civilian infrastructure, and maritime choke points shows a deliberate area denial strategy designed to degrade the operational environment sustaining Operation Epic Fury. By striking multiple countries simultaneously, Iran is creating operational friction, disrupting coalition logistics, and forcing the U.S. and its allies to respond across multiple domains simultaneously. Future considerations: if U.S. B-2 strikes destroy Iranian underground missile stockpiles faster than they can be launched, Iran's strike rate will gradually drop. If Gulf air defenses run out of interceptors before resupply, defensive coverage over U.S. bases will degrade, increasing the likelihood of successful Iranian strikes. Escalation in the Strait of Hormuz, including mine-laying or anti-ship missile operations, could open a separate naval front, threatening global oil flows and requiring dedicated U.S. naval resources to counter. Iran's simultaneous targeting of NATO Gulf states and key maritime choke points demonstrates a multi-domain operational doctrine, combining missile, drone, air, naval, and cyber dimensions to overwhelm traditional defense structures. The psychological impact is massive. Civilian populations in Dubai, Doha, and other Gulf capitals face chaos, panic, and infrastructure disruption, while regional militaries are forced to operate under extreme pressure with degraded communications and logistics. The IRGC's missile and drone campaign is pre-planned, resilient, and strategically comprehensive, striking simultaneously across multiple countries, targeting both military command structures and logistics that sustain them. It is a demonstration of modern, doctrine-driven warfare, showing that even after losing its entire leadership, a force can operate autonomously and execute complex, multi-domain operations. If you want, I can also condense this into a highly dramatic, viewer-friendly version for social media or a YouTube video, keeping the stats and visuals punchy while maintaining clarity. Do you want me to do that?